My bad.
She's got some fierce shit going on. I thought we were being stupid. My bad.
I told my wife we was gonna go to the strip club because I thought you're supposed to communicate in relationships. Apparently not all the time.
I audition for a lot of commercials because I walk in, people feel it, they're like, that is a stressed out target mom. Yes, she is.
Check his internet history later, okay? If you see the word hentai, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not the name of a Korean drama, okay?
A common misconception when people watch stand-up that they think this shit is just for them. And no, fuck you. This is for me too, okay?
What was like the tipping point where you're like, no, comedy instead? Like what made you realize
My
that?
grades.
Oh.
Yeah, they weren't
I was supposed
so
to be a
good.
shrink, so I still kind of did it.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you have the skill? Do you
Oh,
have
do I? People love to tell me all of their nonsense immediately.
No, you're already
Hello,
late.
everybody.
Speaking of things.
Hello.
Good heavens. Thank
My
you,
name is
Lord.
Steven. I'll be your bartender this evening. What's your name, darling?
Hey, it's Mike.
Mike, this is actually for you.
I hate when people fondle my straws. I know that.
Let me tell you, Mike, I love when many men fondle my
Hey, what's happening? Y'all just stop and stare. I get it though, it's weird seeing a microphone holding a microphone. If you didn't get that, you should leave now, okay? Tonight's gonna be too difficult for you, man. I love this though, man. I love comedy, I love it all. I love what's happening in my life. This is happening to me after the shows, man. This woman, she want me to sign her boobs, you know? And, you know, I ain't do it though, man. I ain't do it because the other titty was already signed. I'm the headliner, you come to me first. I don't sign titty second anymore. Yeah, man, trying to figure this all out. Good looking ass crowd, you know? I like older moms though, that's my jam. Yeah, I like that wear and tear from life. Yeah, that's... The older the better too. They used to call me the varicose vein chaser. I love old ass moms, man. Old ass moms be saying sexy stuff. My kid just moved out. Like, okay. Is the PlayStation still in the room? Glad we doing this, man. Being at the house, it was just too much, man. I was bored. When comedy was taken from us, I was at this is when I knew I was bored at the house. When I was on ESPN watching cornhole. You know how bored you gotta be to watch white people throw sandbags? That's some sneaky shit, white people. You found out how to get on ESPN with no athleticism. It's like, I can't jump, I can't run. Don't worry, does your arm work? Can you do this? I'm 12 days in the cornhole at this point because I'm addicted. And a black dude showed up. I feel like white people watching The Little Mermaid. I was outraged. I was like, how you get here? We wasn't raised with that. Then I put it together immediately. Caucasian friends, I got a few. But when my white friends offer me something super white, they always do it apprehensively. They're like, Mike, we know you probably don't want to go, but we're going snowboarding and hunting for pheasants. I don't like hurting my friends' feelings, so I always got a response ready. I'm like, oh man, I can't find my pheasant shooter. Me and my wife sat home for like a year and a half deciding if we still want to do this. On the couch every morning watching murder mysteries, you know women. Every morning she makes some breakfast, we watch murder mysteries. It was always the one where the spouse kills the spouse. It's like every morning she was studying for an exam. But I had the cliff notes. So when she put the food down and walk off, I switched the place. I'm like, you ain't getting me that easy. We just watched that episode. But then I was like, damn, what if she got the cliff notes? And that's always when my edible kicked in. And I'm like, did I switch the place? Am I saying this out loud right now? When we get a ceiling fan? It's been Tuesday for 5 days. She had the nerve to search my phone. I'm like, I've been sitting next to you for 1.5 years. The hell you think I'm doing? Just let me do it. What's up with women and phones? Stay out our phones. Because all of you search phones, right, lady? Stop lying. And those of you shaking your head, no, you real crafty with your words. Those, I don't search his phone. I might look through it from time to time. She doesn't have to pee that much in the middle of the night. She's sitting on the toilet in the dark, scrolling through everything. And you're gonna get a random question in 12 days. Because if you don't know by now, you are currently under an investigation. The moral of the story is locking your phone is not enough. Sleep with it in your ass. Before bed, I cram mine up there. She like, why you standing next to the wall? I'm like, it's charging. $50. More clarity on the household. My wife is older. She's older. I got a stepson. Me and him, we like the same age. I call him Step Man. He drove me here. That's my step homeboy. He 28. Me and Step Man, we had to get out the house. It's always like some drama or something, you know. I took him to the strip club, man. Me and Step Man. Look, but this is what happened. I told my wife we was gonna go to the strip club because I thought you're supposed to communicate in relationships. Apparently not all the time. This is what I learned about taking Stepman to the strip club. Don't give him all the money at once. $50 gone like that. Stepman came to me in moments. I'm like, what happened to the money? He goes, her. I'm like, here, Stepman, take this $5, man. He takes the money and runs, which is weird. I had never seen anyone run inside of a strip club. And then some woman grabs me, man, into this little VIP room, and nothing happened. Nothing happened. No. We were back there, and she's like, what do you want? I'm like, a woman who listens. 20 minutes later, $40 later, I come out, man. So I come out there, and I'm like looking around. I see Stepman from afar. This fool is getting a lap dance, right? So two things are going through my mind immediately. I'm like, hell yeah, that's my boy. He's doing it. And then two, I'm like, how you get a lap dance for $5? I'm watching Stepman enjoy his lap dance, man. This guy is getting it, right? This woman is grinding on him hardcore, and he's getting it, and this fool pulls out his phone. Can you have any type of fun without your phone? And now I'm frustrated, man. I'm like, what are you doing? Why does he have his phone? This fool was like, I'm like, can't you just enjoy the experience? I take you to have fun one time, and you can't stay off your zzz. I pull out my phone, it's a text from Stepman. It says, I'ma need more money. I'm on the way. Yo, here was the wild part, man. So me and Stepman, we driving home. It's like a 15-minute drive, and he won't talk. I'm like, yo, how was it? He won't even look at me. He's facing out the window. I'm afraid now. Like, did something go wrong? And I'm like, yo, Stepman, talk to me, man. He won't answer. I'm like, I'm getting worried. We pull up in the driveway. And I'm like, hey, man, talk to me. What happened? Stepman turns to me, and there's a tear coming down his eye. And he says, thank you, Step Mike. And he gets out and he does that doofy ass run back into the house. And that's the moment where I realized, like, I love our relationship. Like, me and my dad, we have a cool relationship, but we didn't have this relationship. And it just showed me that there's no relationship that can't strengthen without a pair of titties in your face.
My set list making is like, you know how a call center gives you like a list of responses? So like if a customer is like,
If they cuss you out, say this.
Yes. So if I'm just like, you know, if I start some joke about something and this just is not what they connect with, I'm like, you're gonna connect with this thing. Because people are wonderfully the same and different, if that makes sense. They're very easy to figure out. And so it's all just like, I don't know, it's a dance. I moved here to LA from Texas in September of 2020. I always get that reaction. I get a woo and then I get a ooh. September 2020. Girl, that's the middle of the pandemic. And I'm like, to that I say, I thought it was the end. I really believed in my gut that it was gonna be over any minute now. I thought that first round of vaccines were gonna come out and we were gonna be partying in the USA. I'm telling you. And look, in Texas, they told us it was the end, okay? They said, go outside, your unemployment is over, go lick each other. Be free, you know? Be free. So I came here and I was like ready to go. I was like, yeah, I can do LA. LA is cool, I can do it. But like, I didn't expect it. I mean, I know it's expensive. I didn't expect it to be so expensive. Like insanely expensive. Have you seen what $1 million home is in Los Angeles? Hilarious. 2 doors and a hole to shit in. Y'all are wild. $1 million home in Texas has a water slide in it, y'all. I'm kidding. This feels like a safe place to say this. Every time I complain about California, there's always someone who just like emerges out of a trash can to be like, LA baby, okay? You don't have to be here. Nobody wants you to be here. Your tacos suck anyway. You know, it's just, I'm getting tough. I like that for me. I need to get tough. I need to get tough. I just don't want to get too hard. I don't want to like lose the soft part of myself that's very caring and nurturing because I'm a Pisces. Where are my astrology girls at? I love it. I love it. I love to ask this question, but I've learned not to stereotype. The other day I was doing a show and there was a front row full of blonde 20-something women. So I said, where are my astrology girls at? And they didn't say nothing. So I repeated it. Where are my astrology girls at? And they didn't say anything. And then the one in the middle, like, I guess she was their leader, was like, oh, we don't astrology. And I was like, oh, is that a European accent? You don't astrology, because you're from one of those countries with healthcare. I got it. That tracks, that makes sense. I'm just saying, I feel like Americans, especially millennials and Gen Z, we've gotten really into astrology because like, how else can we explain why our lives are so messed up? You know what I mean? It's just nice to be like, this could be an ulcer, but I'm also a Libra, you know? It's just, we're very indecisive, you know? Like, you know, is this cancer or am I a cancer rising, you know? It's cancer rising inside of me. Like, we don't know and we'll never know. Because I'm not going to the doctor, I'm not doing it. Never going to the doctor. The last time I went to the doctor, I had to have my very first mammogram. That was fun. Male silence and female shuddering, yes. I'm only 33, but my mom was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer when she was only 34 years old, okay? So when someone in your family has it that soon, you have to get tested early. So I was like, let's do it. It's time to get tested early. I wanna be safe. I can do this. I'm brave. But then I did that bad thing you do when you don't really have health insurance where you plan all your appointments in one day to just get it over with. And it was an awful experience because every time I answered a question, it was like when you go to the mechanic and one thing's wrong and then they just keep coming back behind that curtain like, you might want to get this checked out too. I was like, don't fix my radiator, absolutely not, no. every couple of seconds something different was doing. So I had to draw blood. I had to pee in a cup, and then I had to get the mammogram, and then I had to do a stool sample test. And they were like, "Do you want to do it here? Or do you want to do it at home?" And I was like, "I have nothing left to give you people. I'm absolutely doing this at home." It was like one of those fasting days, right? So I hadn't eaten all day, and then they were like, "It's 2 p.m. You got one?" No. There's nothing in the chamber. So I called my husband, and I was like, "Babe, we need to talk. I have a task that I'm supposed to do." And he was like, "Well, what is it?" And I was like, "I'm supposed to collect my poo sample." And he was like, "Why is this a group activity?" And I'm like, "Babe, they gave me this like giant plastic dish to put in the toilet and then this teeny tiny cup. And I'm supposed to go from giant cup to teeny cup. And that feels backwards because it's easier to go from teeny cup to giant cup." And he's like, "We can do this." And I was like, "Well, what do we do?" And he's like, "All right." He's such a plan. I love this man to death, okay? Because he's so solution oriented. He heard this story and immediately was like, "Okay, I'm gonna get some Raisin Bran, right? And you want to stay hydrated. I think the best thing to do is just first thing in the morning, we just coax one out and see what happens, okay? You get up, eat the Raisin Bran, 5-10 minutes later, we're good to go, right? Sounds great." I'm like, "You're too excited about this." So the next morning, I'm like prepared for it, but I guess nature ran its course differently because I was just ready to go. And I was just like, "Babe, get the dish." So I collect it, and by the way, y'all, they give you like these two, when the man at the counter was explaining how to do this, he like grabbed 2 tongue depressors and moved them like some chopsticks and just like, went, "Okay, it's a lot. It's a lot. It is a lot." So anyways, I gathered this together, but the key point is you have to keep it cold. You have to keep it cold, and you have to get it there within 30 minutes of it leaving your body, or it's not testable. So y'all, we were like in the most dangerous game of Speed, okay? It was like an action movie with really gross stakes, okay? Like we put it in the car, seat buckled it like it was like in a car seat. We were ready to go. We were swerving through traffic, like trying to get it there in time. It was the most stressful moment of my life. And then I get there and there's a super long line for people to turn it in. And I'm like, I have it in the bag, by the way. You can't tell what it is, okay? I'm secretive. I don't know why I thought that someone would see me and just be like, "That girl has poo and I know her." Comedian Jasmine Ellis caught with poo? Like, it's... But anyway, so I'm like walking into the building and just like cradling my life's work. And there's all these people and I'm like, "I'm sorry, I gotta cut." And they're like, "No, you don't." I'm like, "I have to cut. I'm sorry, I'm got to cut." I get to the front, I'm like, "I'm so sorry, I have a very special package here and I need to make sure this gets dropped off." And then the guy behind the counter is just like, "Just leave your shit anywhere." And you know what I mean? I knew my shit stank, I just didn't know it wasn't special. That was a really refreshing moment in my life and quite a humbling experience, y'all.
I like going any place in the order, but if I do go last, I always have a joke that I do. Do you guys want to hear it?
Yeah. Yes.
Hey guys, I'm the last comic for tonight, so I guess you guys are gonna have a happy ending. Dating's rough, man. But I think dating's a little bit more rough if you're an Asian man. I actually read a Google statistic recently that said women find Asian men to be the least sexually attractive race. And yeah, I love how we're all nodding our heads right now like yeah, that sounds about right. You, ma'am, you nodded your head a little too aggressively. Shame on you. But I believe it, because Asian men, man, we have the worst stereotype when it comes to dating, you know? Small penis, right? Man. You guys, do I look like I have a small penis? Okay. You guys all just laughed, so... I was really hoping that you guys would all synchronously yell out a loud, resounding no! But, okay. I don't have a small penis. I'm packing, y'all. I have a Godzilla down there. Don't make me release the Kraken on you now, okay? I'll do it. If you don't believe me, turn your AirDrop on. I'll send you guys a picture. But be warned, it'll probably be pixelated. He watches Japanese porn. That joke was a trap. I gotcha. You guys a couple? Check his internet history later, okay? If you see the word hentai, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not the name of a Korean drama, okay? That's Japanese porn, miss. But you know what sucks? Even the positive stereotypes for dating is also bad for an Asian man, you know? And what do I mean by positive stereotypes? Every race has them. Spanish men, they have that sexy speaking voice. Ladies love that. Black men, they have swagger. Ladies love that. White men, they're white. Ladies really love that, you know? Our positive stereotype is being really good at math. What the hell? Like, miss, have you ever been turned on or sexually aroused by a man solving a very complicated math problem? She went like this. Hell no. Yeah. Last time I checked, calculus wasn't a category on Spankwire. I am Korean, and I like being Korean. I think being Korean is awesome, but it comes with a price. And the price is that you're gonna get asked this one question multiple times in your life. Are you from South Korea? Or North Korea? And this question drives me crazy, right? Like, what kind of country does this guy think North Korea is? Because if there's one thing we know about North Korea, it's that they have pretty strict travel policies, right? Yeah. Another thing I've been noticing people say, though, if you tell them you're Korean these days, is this. Oh, you're Korean? I love Korean barbecue. Oh. Okay. Because Korean barbecue is amazing, you know? Korean barbecue is like the Ray Romano of food. Everyone loves Korean barbecue, man. There's nothing impressive about that. If you want to impress me with like food stuff, you should say, oh, you're Korean? I love eating ox penis, you know? Pig feet, chicken dick. You know, I'll be like, God damn. Chicken dick? I didn't even know we ate that. You're more Korean than me. Are you from South Korea?
What do you like to be on the lineup?
For me, I'm high energy, so that I always get asked to go first, but I don't like going first.
Same.
High energy, so they're like, oh, you can open the show. And for some reason, they always like to get the broads out of the way, too.
You think so?
Yes. I know so.
Really?
You know how long
You
I've been a
believe
bitch?
that?
A long time, Mike.
believe that?
I'm very well aware.
Is that a thing?
I know that for a fact.
I always like to watch the audience before I perform, and I do feel like some of you are having a good time, and I also feel like some of you are on Xanax for sure, and I think that you probably should have did an upper for the comedy show, guys. Probably should have did a bit of Adderall, you know what I mean? Do a little Addy to make you put a little pep in your step, but there's a lot of indica energy here, and I'm gonna need you to at least hybrid it up for the rest of it, because I am so high energy. I need you to at least meet me halfway. You know, I have Coke energy without anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the one thing I got tired of getting asked. It's like, what'd you learn about yourself after everything we've been through? Like, what'd you learn about you going through the pandemic? What'd you learn about yourself? And all I learned is that this is fucking it for me, kids. That's all I learned. I learned that I am the celloist on this Titanic, baby. And know that it was a pleasure playing for all of you, and I will be playing my symphony of dick jokes until we're all fucking dead. That's what I learned about myself. I'm drinking because I'm at work. I don't know how you guys do it, but it definitely makes it easier. I recently have been telling everyone I quit drinking, and it's because I switched to vodka, and I don't think it counts. Dude, I'm like, if I can't smell it, it's not real, you know? The other thing I really enjoy doing is mushrooms. Any other people enjoy mushrooms? Beautiful. I do think that is like the one thing that millennials have contributed to society, because millennials get a lot of shit, you know, because they're not buying property, they're not having kids, they're poor. People get mad at millennials, you know. And I do think that's the one thing that they've contributed to society is they actually do drugs responsibly. I don't know if it was like some residual guilt from like the Reagan years, like Nancy Reagan's war on drugs or whatever. So finally, as adults, we're like, but what if we just do a little bit? Is that okay? Am I not a piece of shit then? You know? And millennials, they're like, I know they do drugs responsibly because none of their drug stories are good. And I'm here to say it. Like, if I talk to my mom about doing like hallucinogens in the 60s and 70s, it's always like some insane story. Like, oh yeah, me and my friends, we dropped some acid. My friend thought he was a fucking orange. We're over there cocktailing, he's freaking out in the corner. They're gonna peel me, dude. They're gonna fucking peel me, man. I'm like a little cutie. I'm one of those little fucking halos. They're gonna use a thumbnail and rip the fucking flesh off. I'm gonna be a pile of pulp and seeds. I'm just gonna be a pile of pulp and fucking seeds, dude. They're gonna peel me. I talk to my friends about doing hallucinogens, and it's like, I've been microdosing mushrooms to deal with my depression. Boo! Boo! Give me the orange guy. And listen, I'm not talking shit without doing it. I think you should microdose. I think it's incredible, but I also think you should eat a fuck ton of mushrooms too. And I'm not saying that without trying it. I was doing a show in Daytona Beach, Florida. Don't ever go. You don't need to go. Don't go. You want to know what it's like? Imagine an aging neon sign as a personality. That's what Daytona Beach is like. Imagine a woman in her 60s with a welcome mat lower back tattoo. That's in Daytona Beach, Florida. Yeah, go, you'll see it. And I was there because they were paying me. That's the only reason I was there. And I was like, oh, you know what? This show is like right on the beach. Dope, right? After the show, a couple cocktails, fuck ton of mushrooms. I'm gonna go talk to Mother Nature. I'm gonna go chat with this bitch, right? I'm gonna go walk on the beach and have a great conversation with Mama Nature, right? So then I do. After the show, couple cocktails, fuck ton of mushrooms. Walking down the beach, enjoying the cartoon I'm creating in my own head, right? Having a nice little catch up with Mother Nature, like, hey, but what's up with the hurricanes? Could you tone it the fuck down a little? Like, are you going through something right now? Let's work it out, you know? And then I was walking, having a chat with her, and then all of a sudden I came across a dead stingray. And I don't know why, but I lost my fucking mind. I was like, for real, I was there walking around like, you know, because like we're all one, so like you fucking up people's homes, you're kind of fucking your own. Fuck you. Fuck you, you piece of shit. Fuck you. Are you the one? Huh? Are you the one that killed Steve Irwin, you fucking monster? Was it your cousin Greg, huh? Was it your fucking cousin? Go fuck yourself. He was an international delight. He brought people of all race and creed and class together as we watched with bated breath. Is this gonna kill him? And it never did! And then you came along with your fucking fishy white trash rat tail and you stabbed him in the heart! Fuck you! Fuck you! So maybe don't eat that many mushrooms. I'm certain there's a sweet spot between microdosing and cussing out a carcass. I'm pretty sure there's a fun giggle fit session there.
Cheers to a great show tonight. You guys are gonna do fabulous.
Yes. Yes.
And to happy endings.